pearl tone. When you're done and blow my booty, cause I'm down on your knees. And bless this booty, get the pearl tone. When you're done and blow my booty, cause I'm down on your knees. And bless this booty, get the pearl tone. When you're done and blow my booty, cause I'm down on your knees. And bless this booty, get the pearl tone. When you're done and blow my booty, cause I'm down on your knees. And bless this booty, get the pearl tone. When you're done and blow my booty, cause I'm down on your knees. And bless this booty, get the pearl tone. When you're done and blow my booty, cause I'm down on your knees. And bless this booty, get the pearl tone. When you're done and blow my booty, cause I'm down on your knees. And bless this booty, get the pearl tone. When you're done and blow my booty, cause I'm down on your knees. And bless this booty, get the pearl tone. When you're done and blow my booty, cause I'm down on your knees. And bless this booty, get the pearl tone. When you're done and blow my booty, cause I'm down on your knees. And bless this booty, get the pearl tone. When you're done and blow my booty,
Good morning, guys. There was the bell. I think I'm catching Mike's sickness. I cannot breathe this morning, but hey, good morning. Welcome up to the live stream. Man, we're seeing ZOM up above $100 today. That's a good move from yesterday. We were looking at ZOM on that little breakout yesterday whenever the stream ended. Ended up doing very well throughout the day. Never got back under really the entry point. So that was good to see. At least if you were at break even, you should have been able to hold for a while or at least take profits up there around the top. So let's go, guys. Sean said, Dwayne Johnson smashed the like today. Dwayne Johnson smashed it. That must be some hard smashing going on, Cornish. If everybody out there would also do some Dwayne The Rock Johnson smashing of the like, I would definitely appreciate it. Let's go. Let's run those likes up.
All right, all right, all right.
Or else you know who's coming for you.
How dare you?
So be ready. But good morning, guys. Paul Pierce, Xbox, Christian, Joe, Rick, Arthur, Mike C, Justin, RSB, and Sean. Thank you, guys. Of course, thanks to the lurkers out there, too. All right, let's get over to that SPY really quickly. Starting to trend back down a little bit. It was moving up this morning. There was some news today with the GDP data that came out. Don't know if you guys saw that or not, but let's go on CNBC and get that GDP data up here and go to the economic calendar and look at it too. All right, so economic calendar, they were expecting 2 to 2.3%. It came in at 3.3%. That is a pretty big beat there on the GDP. Wow, I can't believe that. Dang, in 2022, it was only a 1.9% increase right here. This one was 2.5%. That's huge in 2023 for the whole year. Wall Street was looking for 2%, and this morning it came in at 3.3%. So beat by 1.3% today. It's a pretty big move there. There was progress on inflation apparently too, so that's good. That's good to see. Stocks are moving higher though this morning. AMD was one of the big watchers. Of course, at open, they end up falling off a little bit, but this stock was exploding this morning up to 184.37. And then falling back off now that the market opened. We got to get that watch list up. 7% on the airlines. Oh my gosh. AAL, DAL, LUV. They are really stuck there. Let's go, airlines. It's not bad. Not bad at all. LUV, what are we looking like? 32.10. Okay. Let's go to the daily. Not bad. Great breakout here. Good run, Love. Southwest. Love to see it. Love to see that with Love. I think I'm going to be closing those Love shares soon. Maybe around the end of this week. Love that uptrend here lately. Great move. Definitely going to be looking to close soon. Locking in those gains. Might get back in if it dips. Boeing is down though. Uh-oh, BA definitely turning back over pretty hard. Now this stock tried to run up for a few days, but I feel like that the overall price action of the market caught up with it. Because there's been a lot of negative news with Boeing lately, and I feel like that the downside momentum finally caught back up to it. What's BABA looking like? Okay. BABA trying to hold up. You know how I am with the China stocks. But short-term opportunities are always there. With this one, I would say make it break this double top right around 75.70. If it can break there, some calls on BABA could be amazing. Yeah, but Tesla has been down in the dumps today. Look at that stock. Look at the movement from last night. All the way down to 188 this morning. Might even go lower now that the market opened. It has been brutal for Tesla. Remember yesterday we talked about Tesla potentially getting back down into this range and maybe coming down to test the lower parts and maybe even the support down around 100. Now, right now it's at 187, but Look at the way it's starting to trend back off the trend line. It's starting to get back within this big like wedge pattern, I guess you would say. And it's starting to trade down here. This is very nice to see. There's some big supports coming up right around 165 to 170. So we're going to have to watch those extremely carefully because that is a huge area of support. There were huge moves off of that in the past, and I would expect that at least short term there would be some types of bounces there. So watch 165 to 170 over the next few days if Tesla keeps falling. But it's getting back down into this range, and it looks brutal, doesn't it? I mean, that is one hell of a brutal move by such an influential stock. We talked about this yesterday. Hopefully it doesn't get down to 100, but at least I could see it testing some of these lower levels before chopping around. And honestly, it would be awesome if Tesla just traded to the end of this wedge, or whatever you want to call it, in a good way. Like it started going like this, and then as it got towards the end, it had a breakout. That would be sick. That would be the really cool move, I think, with Tesla. Let me drag this trend down here so it can line up better. There we go. There we go, trend line. You know how those wedges play. They might consolidate in there for a little while before breaking out. We see this type of setup on an intraday play all the time. Take that intraday knowledge and apply it to a daily chart. Seriously, apply it to a daily. Love doing that for longer term outlooks. Arthur says, cart back above 25. Let's see, Instacart. No, it's not Instacart, but it was an interesting one when we looked at it. It was like a grocery. What was it? Price cart or what did they? Oh, maybe it is Instacart, actually, is what it was. All right, 25.43 on cart. Not bad. I mean, you look at the 5-minute chart. Been consolidating, starting to come up off of lows. AMD rocket. Let's see. Yeah, you know, keep an eye on it. It's about to break the high of this morning. That could be an amazing potential play. And there it goes. Literally right now, it is moving. AMD. Let's look at it on Bookmap. What do we got coming up? What do we got? What do we got? 185 overhead on AMD. Watch out. Yeah, 185 will be huge overhead, so be a little careful. We talking chips. Yeah, we are. AMD, a few others. Arthur. Coming back. About to break out. Come on, let's see it move again. Get back up there. How is Google looking today? Googl? Let's see. Next level's on Tesla, my view as TSLA. next levels coming up. You know, Tesla's getting so low at this point, it's hard to find the levels coming up. You got to go back so far on the chart. First big level I'm watching for here is 180. That's going to be huge. In the short term, 185, I think, could end up being pretty big today. Yeah, that'll be very important. 180, 185 today, but 180 in general. Let's look at that on the book map too. Give us a bit of an idea. Yeah, 185 is huge. 346,000 shares stacked at 185. Oh my gosh. That is insane. How much is stacked at 200? Let's see. Not even close. Almost 400,000 shares stacked at 180. Wow. That is pretty big. 347k shares at 185. That is pretty big. Those are going to be some big levels here in the short term. Gonna have to watch those as major supports for Tesla. It could continue down, but those are gonna be the big areas that it has to break through. I would think that it starts to consolidate a little bit on that range. I'm gonna draw the range out in blue here because I really like that range as support. I think it could at least bounce there. Even if it does go lower, at least short term, there could be a couple bounces. See some short term bounces or something there. IBM moving up to 192. Xbox, whoa, up 10% today. The average move is only 0.7%. Let's go look at IBM options. I'm betting that they're going to be exploding today. Yeah, almost up 1,000% at the money on IBM. Wow. Yeah, it's a big earnings play, obviously. Really ran up last night, continuing today. Kind of like Netflix from yesterday. That was beautiful. And actually, speaking of Netflix, it's doing pretty well today, too. I'll take that move. Definitely not terrible. Not terrible at all. Yeah, why can't Neo? Exactly, I feel you. Why can't it? Come on, Neo. What's your problem, man? Get back to the upside. Yeah, Neo's been terrible lately. I've been sitting here going like, oh my gosh, Neo. It was doing so well for a minute too. Should have just TP'd there, but still wait for the big money. It could still come back well. It's all the way out to June. I wonder how the big money feels about this right now. I'm curious. I would love to interview the people that place these big money trades. Just so I could be like, hey, how are you feeling now? You know, I'm curious. I am curious what they're thinking. Or what their strategy was. Hopefully they weren't shorting these. I mean, they were in the money at the time. There's no way. There's no way they would have. I would think. How's Rivian today? Nice. RIVN, let's see. Big drop off again. Not good. Following Tesla's footsteps to the downside. Lucid, same story. It sucks for a lot of these EV companies right now. Especially Tesla and a couple others. It's been brutal out there. Those margins are brutal, and they stayed brutal on this report. They even missed on EPS. Missed on revenue. It was not good. Not good in the grand scheme of things at all. Especially, I think next quarter they might start to do a little bit better, but short term, they're probably going to end up getting hit pretty damn hard. SM Bot calling out Boeing puts. I was waiting on SM Bot. Yeah, it really is. I mean, it is slinging Boeing puts and IBM calls. Boeing puts does not look bad today. A lot of momentum down, a lot of rejection at this 209 to 210 resistance, which is huge. I like it. I like the play down. I would say for an entry, you'd have to enter right here and be willing to hold and just wait for that low here to break around 202 and then get down to around 200. As long as you're willing to do that, there's a potential move here, but it has to be quick. It has to be quick or else it'll be too late, in my opinion. IBM calls on the bot too, really exploding. How's Surgy Surge looking? Ooh, AVGO bearish on the surge. Whoa. I find that interesting. This could be a developing play today. Double top. Interesting. Yeah, that could be awesome here. Come on, AVGO. Keep rejecting. Keep rejecting here. Nice double top short term at 1280. Great job, AVGO. Now we just need that continued push is what we really need. I don't think I'd go short, though, till 1250 breaks here, but still a fun one. AVGO Boeing has a ton of power on SurgeBot. There it goes, guys. 203.11. Continuing down. Continuing. The SM bot was really calling it. 203.10. Really starting to break that low of pre-market now. Come on. Get the 202, Boeing. Come on. Good movement. Fantastic. Keep it up. I want to see some good movement just in any direction. Any direction. I'm looking for those good opportunities out there. It doesn't even matter really what stock as long as the options are all right enough to trade. Disney starting to move up today. Not bad. 93 bucks, 93.25. Decent support. Good bounce. A lot of momentum today. Okay. How's DraftKings? All right, starting to come back a little bit. How's PLNH? Damn you, Planet 13. Stop. Sit around 80 cents. I feel like those MJ stocks are about to get some good pops going on. Sean put a picture of a plane. Nice. For a second, I thought that was a picture of a cigarette again. Tilray down in the dumps on the daily, down around $2. Consolidating hard down here. Hopefully Planet 13 can start to fall off a little bit. This one's been consolidating hard down here at the bottom. The trick is with this one, don't go in too heavy in one spot. Got to make sure you can average in on this one, get in very low. I normally never trade penny stocks, but mark my words, guys. This stock, I think, will do a lot better over the long term. PayPal, what do I suggest today? Isn't there an announcement? Yes, there is actually Innovation Days going on with PayPal today. I don't know the exact time Innovation Day is set to start, but I'm sitting here looking at PayPal, and that is a little bit worrying. I mean, it's down very low. They are expected to shock the world with this announcement, so it's kind of mixed over the past couple weeks. It ran up a lot, but now it's just right back into that midpoint. I honestly think that trying to get this one to the upside here is not a bad play. I'll say this. if they're expecting to shock the world, hopefully they come out with some good announcements and their stock starts to truly get some nice upwards movement coming in. They need a good spark, and I think that their CEO knows that. Their CEO's only been in for about 100 days as of a couple weeks ago. So keep that in mind. He's trying to turn this one around. This announcement could like make or break investor confidence with him, you know? So he probably knows that. He probably wants this one to be really good. I don't know what PayPal could possibly do. Maybe they can announce like Bitcoin transfers or something. I could see something fucking nuts like that, honestly. They'll be like, you can now do Bitcoin on PayPal or something. Maybe you already can. I have no idea, guys. Let me know. But maybe they'll announce something with cryptos, or I would think that could actually be something that could possibly get this one to go a little bit. I don't know, maybe some hype. Maybe an AI money manager or something. I don't know. I don't know. But try to think of some stuff that you guys think it could be. Palantir still downtrending short term. Gonna have to watch that daily chart closely with them. If they start to break under this trend, it might be more downwards coming in. It almost looks like an inverse head and shoulders here. Big head that I'm circling. I'll do the shoulders here for us. Yeah, pretty big. Pretty big setup here, Palantir. On the daily. 2 big red candles in a row. SM Bot continues to call. Verizon calls. Yeah, you know, Verizon's just a stock that I'm not sure that they generally have viable options. Let's see. VZ. Yeah, I mean, the gaps are a little wide on this one already. There's not a ton of volume, but there's enough on the weeklies to play it. It's all right. It's all right. The options are just a little bit whack on it. There's only like 2 or 3 strikes that have volume, so in that sense, it kind of is a small letdown, but all right, now everything's being called. Microsoft calls back on the bot. Go ahead and watch for it to break the high of yesterday. That's the all-time high. So if it can break that, and that's the high of pre-market today, so it's like a double top. Breaks that, good opportunities up above, I have a feeling. UAL, great movement today. The airlines just continue to kill it, especially United. Love is kind of down in the dumps, but UAL, AAL, both popping off. Boeing puts are still in play, falling down pretty well. Big Cat is back on the radar with calls again. Sean, Big Cat is coming alive again. Big Cat, don't discount them. They're about to be at all-time highs themselves. Caterpillar has been one of the best stocks to buy in the market over the past 5 to 10 years. My dad was actually told by a customer of his to buy Caterpillar back in like 2016 to 2018. Right around here. I wish he would have just bought some cat. That would have been pretty cool. I think his average return would have been like 25% a year or something insane at this point. Something straight up nuts. Good job, though, Big Cat. Yeah, that's for Sean calling it Big Cat. I'm waiting for Sniper Bot, Xbox said. For sure. For sure, for sure. Come on, Sniper or Hybrid Bot. Get one going today for us. SM Bot, UAL on there for sure. Boeing puts still being called. Makes sense with the low breaking. Come on, United Airlines. Come on now. Tempted to play Dwack, 25 puts for March 24th. Your thoughts? DWAC. I actually like it. I mean, it might not be the safest play, my views, but I don't know. Probably, now that I'm thinking about it, probably not the best, really. It's going to be extremely, extremely risky, okay? So just, I would not get into those puts unless you're willing to take the heat. You know, take the heat or get out of the kitchen, they say. I would say keep your risk light if you really are, but I would think it's actually not a bad idea. Not a bad opportunity, seriously. Not too bad. Appreciate you guys joining up this morning, of course. Thanks to all the lurkers out there and everybody for joining. I haven't been able to jump in on a good call out from either in a minute, Xbox said. Yeah, hopefully you can get in one today. That would be nice. Arthur says IWM longs over 196.75. Let's see that today. 196.75. Yeah, I would say like 196.80 really needs to break here, but I could see that. IWM is the Russell, you know, comprised of a lot of these smaller stocks out there. It's doing pretty good today overall. Starting to come back off the dip, so not too bad. Not too bad. Just, you know, really volatile. I'd probably prefer like a move on an individual stock, but IWM's not too bad. At least it's not like SPY. It's a little slower. Wow, Penn is up around the top of my watch list today. They're up to 2402. Nice. Retesting some recent highs in the short term. Let's go out to that daily. Poor Penn got beaten down lately. Looks like they might like reject here and fall a little lower. Definitely a worry. SLV is on the move. Nice. It really is. Silver. Keep it going. Nice. Above recent resistance. Love to see this one. Good job, Silver. Good job. That's awesome. Silver. Metals are pretty good to have. I will say this, long term, metals are okay. They're not like gonna be as good as a lot of stocks or necessarily like the market is, but gold and silver can be pretty good. The thing everyone talks about, they're like, you need to hoard up on gold and silver because the world's about to end, you know, or something. That's really the only thing you want that for in reality nowadays. That's funny. We're going to be trading our gold and silver in for food soon or something. It's like, really? At that point, all that really matters is guns. Really? Like, I'm going to come take your gold. At that point. Seriously. I'm coming to take it. If that stuff goes on. Ugh. Sean said, how often do you look at multiple charts at once? Actually, quite a bit. I've got a 4-chart setup here for the stream. Nobody ever really asked about it, though, whenever I had it or whenever I took it off. So I was thinking people might, I don't know, just didn't like it, or not necessarily that, but you guys feel me a little bit. Let me go to this flexible grid here. I got an in-stream setup. Let's open it. Bam. Oh, it's a 6-chart setup, actually. Let me remove a couple here. All right, all right. Right, all right, all right. No more customizing the grid. And let's detach it. Bam, here we go. Yeah, so I was bringing this up for a little while. The problem is that the overlays for the stream kind of hide the ticker symbols on it, which sucks a little bit. I could, like, custom put it on here, though. Hang on, give me a second. Or can I? Okay, yeah, I can. I was going to say, I better be able to. I'm going to be angry. Let's just make it real small first, and then it'll look good then. Okay. All right, it's real close on the left side. Real close on the right side. I just got to drag it up enough to be perfect here. Bam, there we go. Try to get the lower side. And there we go. That should do it, right? Here's our 4 chart setup. I could have sworn to God I didn't have these studies on here. Hang on. Let me save this again. I'm gonna have to take these studies off. Hang on. Son of a bitch. Remove all. Yep. And the color is actually off too. Weird. I don't know why it does that. Swear to God I had the colors different. See, it messed it all up on me. Remove studies, yes. Remove studies, yes. I don't like all... I like my old SMAs, but they're just not my favorite anymore. I'm not going to be as reliant on them as I once was. Let me customize some of these charts real quick. Hang on. Getting it going here. Here's our 4 chart set though. DraftKings, Disney, SPY in the bottom left. Settings here we go. Appearance, yes. The colors, bright green, please, for the love of God. And for the border down, it's got to be dark red. Dark red. There we go. Beautiful. Fill up and fill down. Same greens and reds. They make it so hard to do on Thinkorswim. It's kind of stupid. All right. Here we go. I wish I could click a button to have it set this to all charts. Wish I could do that. Okay. Apply. There we go. I really have to do this to all the charts, though. Are you kidding me? Come on, Thinkorswim. Get smarter with that. That's funny. Okay. Working on that as we go, we'll say. Oh, no, I'm not. It won't let me close. Great. That's funny. I swear to God, it just changed all my colors around. Maybe that was on the Schwab transfer. I'm going to blame Schwab on that one. Tom's setup in my Thinkorswim. I love that. Yeah, I'm with you, Arthur. Yeah, obviously. Is Boeing rejecting lower? Let's see. Come on, Boeing. Yeah, it really is. It's going a lot lower here. That is a big drop to the downside. 202.40. Big drop off. Watch 202 at the bottom as well. Pretty big support, but I like this one down today. A lot of pressure to the downside, and it's looking pretty awesome. Jason said, should I sell my put on Boeing? I wouldn't. It looks pretty good. I see what you're saying, though. It kind of faked out there to the upside for a minute. You know, stocks aren't going to go down all day. You got to be prepared for those little swings like that. SoFi thoughts for sure. SOFI. the daily either falls off for a bit or a nice pump up in the works. SoFi, let's see, what are my thoughts? I actually like it up overall here over the next couple months. I think it could be one of those stocks that's been beaten down and it could end up moving to the upside a little bit more here compared to others. It's SoFi, it's a growth stock. I like it. I love it right here. I would say for shares, though, that's the main way to play this one. I would not trade options on it right now. Until we really start to see a solid swing. But I like SoFi in the long term. And I think that buying them at the right price is a good idea. Just keep averaging in. I would give yourself enough room to keep averaging in until it gets to like $5. Just in case. Just in case. But yeah, I like this little dip short term. There's like two or three red candles that filled the gap. It's bouncing off support. Yeah, I like this as a good opportunity back up. Mara getting some love from SM Bot. Let's see it. Yeah, it is. Oh my God, there's so much on the bot again, just like yesterday. Meta calls exploding on the bot. Google as well, once again, just like yesterday. Google was doing amazing. CVX is on the chart. Chevron, ZOM again, continuing 150 cents. $100.50. What a run. What a run. I know a couple of you guys actually swang ZOM into today, which was nuts, but hey, that's awesome. Glad you guys are doing good on it. Justin said, stopped out of BABA on the pullback. Yeah. Let's see. BABA. Oh, I see. Yeah, BABA got pretty high in the short term. That's a hard one here. That's a tough trade today. Even yesterday, BABA was kind of tough. It just wasn't doing much. And I would not touch BABA here short term until it breaks 75.70. Once we break that, I think it could start going more, but you gotta watch it there. Oh, you said Boeing. I see. Okay, well that makes more sense. Oh, that little pullback there stopped you out? Wow, okay. I guess those options are going nuts, but it just kind of retested that little resistance. Wasn't too bad. Kind of a normal, I would say that's just a normal little pullback back up. That's too bad. Gotta watch that as resistance now, though. It's pretty perfect. 204.50 and 205. Definitely some big levels. All right, Netflix, what do you got? Nothing. Damn you, Netflix. Just chopping around. Gotta watch 553 there. $5.53, let's go. Netflix is just too crazy right now. Way too crazy. Following their earnings until they break the high of day today and the high of yesterday at 560. I don't think it's really worth going after. Yeah, I don't think it's really worth it till that happens. Personally. Just not worth it, but it's okay. All right, all right. Good job, DraftKings. Trying to come back here. It's trying for us. How's Penn? What's our watch list like again? Still the airlines playing a role? AAL still on the run. It's starting to turn over, finally. Little double top. Man, that thing was up good today, though. What a mover. Jeesh. Okay, okay. All right, let me do something here. I think I just fixed this one for you. Nice, there we go. Perfect. All right, SPY. Starting to break the high of this morning. Now, what we need to watch for with SPY right now is that it's sitting right on these supports. If it keeps uptrending off of this level, breaks the high of day, that's going to be a great confirmation to the upside. But you got to see it break up above 488. It needs to get above there today. If 488 does not break, do not go long. This could be a play that really makes or breaks people today. If this ends up turning over, you're going to see a lot of pissed off people in the Discord probably. So just be prepared for that. Yeah, cat resistance is close to 300. There's definitely going to be a lot of resistance there. It's literally double topping at it. It's a whole dollar mark. Yeah, that is a big level for cat. The last time cat hit 300, it rejected really hard and backed down for a few days. That doesn't mean that it has to happen again, but a lot of sellers stacked there. I would almost guarantee on the book map, if we look it up here, that it's going to have a lot of sellers there. It has to. Yep, look at 300 at the top. Just huge. There were sellers there earlier. They got wiped out, and they just keep coming back in. That's pretty insane. Xbox said, what's everybody having for breakfast today? Man, I haven't had anything yet. I actually don't know what I'm going to have today. I'm probably going to go with an easy one today, like a Hot Pocket, a sausage Hot Pocket or something. Sean said coffee. I do have my tea next to me. It's cooling off. Yeah, coffee. Everyone's having coffee for breakfast. That's not breakfast. That's like counting Red Bull as breakfast. At least Red Bull has vitamins in it. I'm just kidding, guys. Oh, a green drink. I know those. Kind of gross. Boeing's starting to base off 202. Come on, Boeing. Slow movement on there today. All right, SPY. Let's see if you can hold this little level. Sometimes I have Celsius for breakfast. Intermittent fasting. I could see that, Jose. What, do you not eat till like lunchtime or something? I could see that. I used to never eat breakfast ever. Whoa, ARM is doing very well today, Arthur. Guys, ARM is starting to heat up. It's right at resistance, but great day. It might break out. Jose says, try to eat only once a day. Oh God, Jose, I'm too skinny for that. If I did that, I would be in some trouble. I know some people who might need to do that, though. All right, Boeing might make a new low of day here. We'll have to see. It's a pretty good support around 202. If it starts to break here with some good momentum, I think down to 200 could be viable. 200 bucks even will be a big spot on Boeing. Well, I don't have the book map up for Boeing. I'll have to get it up. Wow, there's even people like 201.90 on Boeing. But we all know 200 is that big level coming up, and it is huge on Boeing down there. Maybe it'll go down for a test today. That would be sick. At least a drop down to 201 would at least be a fun one. There we go, Boeing. 201.80 now. 201.80. Come on, test 201 and then 200. That would be awesome. Awesome today. How's Tesla? Oh my gosh, new low of the day. 186 now. Looking awful. Really broke 200 last night with some momentum. Yeah, with that rejection Tesla had at the trend line, that is terrible. Yeah, it's too bad. I was hoping that the truck would actually help propel Tesla up and out of here. It did for a couple days, and then ever since it got that rejection there, it has been brutal back to the downside. Brutal, brutal, brutal. That is a big level for Tesla. Cannot believe it fell down that much on earnings last night, though. I would have thought maybe down to 200 or something, but sheesh, that is a big drop. And of course, this comes as they announce that $25,000 car, right? They need to focus more on their flagship vehicles, like their trucks, their Model X, which I think they actually discontinued. They need to bring it back. Gosh. So dumb. Amazon, Microsoft, Apple could go market pump. Yeah, I could see the market pump in here, Arthur. I could. The SPY's starting to move up pretty well today. Running again. All the stocks are moving. Microsoft new all-time highs. SPY on the 1-minute chart held that level I was talking about beautifully. Broke the high of day. It's exactly what we wanted to see. I've had this arrow pointed here for the confirmation. It confirmed greatly. Held that level. It's exactly what you want to see on a breakout like that. ZOM had a very similar breakout yesterday. Very similar. It finally got above that high of day. Kind of confirmed off of it again midday, and then bam, continued up. SPY had that nice confirmation just now. You love to see that if you're a bullish trader. I'll say this though, the move off of this is already over. So, at least for me, like you would have had to have been entering literally like right here and then selling right here. Essentially, that's the trade for me on this one. I wouldn't look for it to go too high, but this could bring in some good momentum to these individual stocks like Microsoft, though, which just continues to go 406.66, breaking the high of yesterday like nothing right now. Like nothing. How Jane's doing? Yeah, Xbox. She's still in Discord. She's in there all the time. I hope Jane's doing good out there. I know Jane would take a lot of risky trades, but hopefully everything's all good. She's known for cats. Yeah. Known for cats is an understatement, Xbox. She is part cat, I think. No, I'm just playing. Arthur, it's funny. I bet you'll see a few cats there today. Yeah, definitely Xbox. You guys just gotta keep learning out there. In and out of ARM for the rip, Paul said. Nice. Nice, Paul. Hopefully you took some good profits. That was a great run. 4.66%. That's a good move. Great move there. Palantir running. Let me get the 4-chart setup back here for us because it's actually all set up and done. Good to go now. Good to go. Just got to line it up real quick. It'll take like 10 seconds and then that 4-chart setup will be back in business. There we go, 4-chart setup in play. We're gonna do SPY at the top left. We'll do NVIDIA at the top right. Then the bottom two, we'll just put whatever we feel like watching at the time, like ARM. Gotta love ARM. Good stock in the short term. Great movement today. Let's throw Tessie down here. Nice. All right, Tesla, you want to get some bounces for us or what? If you would like to, I wouldn't mind. Maybe it'll start bouncing off 186. That seems like a pretty decent support on Tesla today. Definitely does. Pretty decent area. How do you feel about ARM for the long term? Carlos said. I actually like it a lot for the long term. I think it's a good opportunity. Let's switch over to the daily on it real quick. The only problem is that it's up so much lately. That's the only problem I have with it. But for the long term, I love this stock. Here's the strategy with ARM to me is just getting shares here and letting them go. I would say if you buy in here at around 80, it's okay. You just have to really give yourself room to average in when this thing drops. And you have to understand that you'll probably end up in the red for a little while at some point if the market pulls back. So maybe give yourself room to average in. Like if you want to put 5 grand in this, maybe enter a grand here. And then another grand if it dips to 70. And then another grand at 60. And then so on. That's what I would do to try to get the price lower. It's hard to say, though, because it IPO'd and just started exploding right away. I feel like they IPO'd at a bad time, honestly, because it's probably a good time for them, but bad time for us, because it's like all these chip stocks are so high. But I love it long term. I love the company long term. The big thing is just making sure you get in at a decent price. Paul did a Tesla put last night for the heck of it. Bought a 212. Paul, how much are you up on that now? I'm curious. Let me know. A 212 put. That is pretty big. Post it up in there. What's up, Mason? Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to everybody out there who's just now joining us today. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you smash that like button. Smash it up.
All right, all right, all right.
All right, 4 charts. Tesla still coming up at the bottom left. Starting to consolidate pretty hard. SPY itself. Just sitting here at 488, taunting us. Nvidia is starting to move back towards the high of day. Watch for Nvidia to possibly break that high of day. Looks like the volume's heating up a little bit down here too. Definitely looking good. ARM is starting to slow off, but that's okay. SM Bot's going nuts for a few stocks. There goes Nvidia, top right. Intel calls are getting fired off by the bot as well. And Intel looks pretty damn good, just like Nvidia does intraday. Both are exploding with some pretty good movement. Meta calls are also on the table, but they're not getting that movement that... Sheesh, Intel and Meta are. Or Intel and... What the? Google now on here. Wow, it's just... So many stocks starting to run and break. Nvidia has a wild chart on the 1 minute. Pretty thick candles. Played Boeing puts because of the YouTube live. Made a small profit. Meeting time now. Awesome, my views. Love to hear that. Let's go. Nice one. Good dub today. Almost got down to 201 on Boeing. The puts are still working out well. You guys like my background? It is sick. I love this background. I love it. Let's throw Boeing on the bottom right. Yeah, that downwards volume, that downwards momentum too, just insane. Under 201 now. Might push down to around 200. Let's look at the book map. What you got here on Forrest Boeing? All right, 201 just got wiped out. 14,000 volume on that dot. Watch for it to get down to 200 now. That's a big area coming up. Huge spot coming. I get GTA Vice City vibes from that background. Me too, actually, Xbox. I also get that same vibe from it. I love it. Love it, Xbox. That used to be one of my favorite games back in the day. One of my favorites. I used to love running through the mall on there with a chainsaw and just going Scarface on people. It was awesome. All right, let's go. Pole position club, for real, right? Pole position. You must be a Formula 1 fan, Xbox. Do we have any F1 fans out there? That would be awesome. Spy definitely rejecting now to 488 broken. Tesla trending back down to around 186. Boeing got pretty low. And a lot of stocks turning back over here. Spy itself turning over too. Definitely not what you want to see generally. It's right back down to that support we were talking about, though. 487.50. Feel like it could end up breaking under here, though. I was trying to sell Boeing with those two candles. You might get another shot to end up trending back down to 200 or something, I hope. Since 201 gave out, I think there's a good opportunity. 201 giving out was important. The mall was probably the least ventured place for me. Vaporware bitmap. What is that, Jason? Vaporware. I've never heard of that. Cruisin' USA with the Miami Vice vibe. For real, Arthur. Remember those games? Now those were the shit. Cruisin' USA game. Look at this, guys. Remember this? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I want to buy one for my house. How much do they cost? 1,400 bucks for a 2-player set. Man, it's cheaper than the Apple whatever. Alibaba. What in the hell is on Alibaba, guys? What is this? Just a bunch of military stuff. Okay. Either way, though, my industry, what are they talking about? That's funny. Yeah, you could buy up some of these. That's funny. Cruisin' USA. Remember like going to the bars with your parents as kids and you'd be like, Mom, give me 50 cents. Give me 50 cents. Tom, if you didn't have Bookmap, would you not trade? You know, I would still trade without Bookmap, Jason. You know, definitely I would still trade. I would find a way. You know, not everybody out there is going to be able to afford Bookmap, especially newer traders and stuff. And you can get by without having Bookmap for sure. But is Bookmap very, very helpful? Yes, it definitely is. I would say it just depends on where you're at in your trading career. If you're a brand new trader, Bookmap's probably not for you because it's, you know, you're brand new to trading. Bookmap's a little bit more advanced. You have to understand order flow a little bit more and market structure and everything that incorporates price action. Once you start to understand that a little bit more, and I'd say once you got a few months, maybe a year under your belt trading, Bookmap could be awesome. If you are a new trader who's somebody who is always wanting to get to that next advanced step, then start with Bookmap. That would be a good place to start for you as long as you're willing to learn and put in the time to really learn. A lot of new traders are not really willing to put that time in. So I guess it just comes down to where you're at in your trading career. But I'd say for a new trader, it's a little bit rough, a little tough. You know, it's a more advanced platform, but definitely good to have, good to learn. Good to learn. They invaded your search history and thought you'd like those products. They probably did, Xbox. They had to have, because I never go on Alibaba, like, ever. Anything and everything's on Alibaba, Arthur said. Yeah, I never go on Baba myself. There's some pretty funny videos out there if you guys look it up, like on YouTube. Let's actually find one real quick. You'll search up something like... You would search up, like... Let's say... Building a PC with Alibaba parts. This stuff was funny, guys. Like this guy. I built a gaming PC using AliExpress. This stuff is funny, guys. You should check some of these out. They are funny. This one. This is the one I watched right here with Linus. 9 million views. It is funny. You guys will get a kick out of it. Check it out later. Flip it on if you guys are interested, but... Going back to the SPY here, definitely falling off a little bit more. Going to the 4-chart setup. Tesla is still right around that low of day. If it could break under 186 with some good momentum, I think it could be another good put opportunity. For a quick trade down. Poor Neo. It's been so bad lately. Poor Neo. Brutal. Nvidia on the top right hand of the charts here. Starting to uptrend. 626 now. Maybe getting some good volume even on this 1-minute candle. All right, there we go. Nvidia might make a new all-time high here soon. It just might. It's very close. Very, very close. Come on, Nvidia. Come on now, get up there. Come on, 626, 2650. Man. Come on, Nvidia. Get a good breakout going so we can get some good plays. Let's go back to the SM bot. The body bot. What are we looking at? Coinbase puts. Uh-oh. That's going to anger a lot of people out there. Oh, no. Verizon calls are still on the bot, though. Actually, I'll say this. Verizon's been consolidating for about an hour or 30 minutes. They might be able to get a good green candle here, get some good momentum to continue. Definitely not bad. I like the setup on the daily even. It's right around resistance, but there's been a lot of momentum. Watch this one for a good continuation. If that high of day breaks, might be a similar play to like ZOM yesterday. It's not as good of a setup to me, but kind of similar on the overall move. Just we're not at that good level to break out at like we were with ZOM. That was a nice one. Microsoft, new all-time highs again. Just keeps it going. Does not stop. Ant says, I've about had enough of Neo in the big money play. Yeah, Ant, it's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. Ant, how much are you down on it right now? Tell me that, because that's going to be the thing that really makes or breaks this play. Is if you're already down so much, you know, it's probably best just to hold the big money play. But yeah, that's one big thing with Neo. It kind of sucks, but if you're down a lot on it, like let's say 70%, there's not really a point in selling it for an L at 70%, especially with this much time left. You know, there's no point in something like that. If you're only down like 30, 40%, then it might be a lot more viable, I would say. You might be able to cut it for an L, but really watch this 580 support. If it breaks under there, then it'll be really big. Music's going hard for real, Mason. It really is. Whoa. Hell yeah. Man, he put a nice statement out on the disc. Where could one find such Sonics? Playlist? Yeah, here, I'll send it to you guys. It's called Phonk Nation. P-H-O-N-K Nation. They only have 14,000 subscribers, but they put these videos out all the time, and there's always new songs. There you go, if you want to check it out. That's the link for the one today. Xbox is down 63%. Ant's down 40%. Whoa, Ant said he got it on the Neo. 216, big money. 216. Oh, man. Ant, you got on that one? Oh. Man, sorry, Ant. My bad. I thought you had the June ones. Yeah, that one. Wow. Well, with this one, Ant, since you're in the short-term one, I would say this. If Neo does not hold this support here, right around like 580, you're going to have to be really careful, because since that expiration is so soon, it might not come back. So keep that in mind. With June, I think it's okay to keep holding now. But with yours, if this support gives, yeah, you're going to have to think about that one again. The June one would have been preferred, but... I like the short-term opportunity better, but it just sucks that Neo's so shitty lately. I'm starting to feel like all the big money plays are short positions. Neo, XFAB, etc. Viva, some are probably. But on Neo, I don't know. I just, at the time that those big money plays were entered, I could not justify those being shorts. I mean, that's wild if they're shorting like the 6 strike calls on December 26th. I mean, that was so far in the money at the time, there's just no way they were, I don't think. That sucks. Analyzing ZOM out of the yearly 101 looks triggering for a highly profitable year. Yeah, ZOM might do pretty good this year, you know, if inflation starts upticking a little bit. Look at crude oil coming up. It's up at 76 again. Made new recent highs. It's higher than the high of December, which is pretty big. So, good move there by ZOM. By oil, I mean, and ZOM's kind of following. I also think this could be a pretty good year for ZOM. And in the short term, I don't think that the price action needs to explode up to like 120. But even a good move up to like 108 to 110-ish could be amazing for something like ZOM. Could be amazing. Overall, you think Boeing could go to last year's low or even lower? I do, actually. Maybe not today, but yeah, I think it could get down to 180 in the short term, 180-ish. I could see that happening here, especially with all the negatives going on with Boeing. Look at Boeing's setup here. Like, it's been they've been running to the upside in a pretty big way. Yeah, I would think that they could be due for some consolidation back. Maybe a test of that 180 support. They're sitting right on 200 here. Literally bouncing right on 200. Let's see it. Oh, it might even be a breakdown here of 200, is it? Let's see. Ooh, the book map. What are we looking like? Oh, gosh, it's giving out. Uh-oh. Oh, no. That sucks. That definitely sucks there for Boeing. 199.63. 200 gave out. Gonna have to watch this one close. Looks like it could be breaking even lower intraday. I thought maybe it would stop here at 200. Come on, Boeing. Get back up. Get an intraday bounce off 200. Unless somebody in here has puts, then I'll root for it down, but just to make you guys happy. Yeah, FIVA might not be wrong. I just couldn't justify that on some of the Neo plays, but on others it could be possible. Those players would have had to have really known what they were doing to short those calls. I bought a Boeing put, Jason said. Let's see it, Jason. It's right around 200. Hopefully you can get a big breakdown. The thing to be careful of here is just a fake out. I'm drinking the hot tea today. Ah, the tea tastes great. Xbox said they were quick day trades, Tom. Quick day trades. Right, Boeing. You got one contract, baby steps for me. Not bad, Jason. Come on now, Boeing. There we go. 199.39. Baby steps for me, Jason. You know, it's always good to take baby steps at first. Come on now. Let's get to 199 and then some, Boeing. Looking pretty good so far. It's hard. It's going to be tough to find a good area to take profits at on this one. I mean, you might even want to look at taking profits soon because Boeing's getting so low on the day. I don't know how much lower it could go in reality, but I would look to start taking it soon. Just make it a quick scalp. Or maybe move your stop or something, break even, something like that. Take some risk off the table. Let me know how it goes though, Jason. I'll be interested to hear how it ends up playing out as the day goes. Whoa. Maybe PayPal is already changing. I got a weird email from them this morning that said I had an auto payment come out and it goes, you submitted an order for Adobe. I'm like, no, I didn't. It auto came out. I never remember getting an email like that from them ever. Maybe their system's already changing. I don't know. Don't forget about PayPal today though with that event. Let's figure out when that event starts actually. Whoa. What is that? All right, PayPal, get up. PayPal. Today's the day PayPal shocks the world. Come on, PayPal. All right, it's live at 11:30 a.m. Central Time. Okay. All right, Boeing still selling off 198.65. That's huge. Mr. Rogers, no, don't wear the creepy mask. Think of the children. Oh my gosh. Can't get into that. I wasn't even around for Mr. Rogers. I'll be real with you guys, that stuff seems weird to me. With like Mr. Rogers and all that stuff. I don't know, maybe because I'm from like the newer times or something. That whole thing with with Mr. Rogers and his show and all that seems really weird to me. I don't know, I can't. I don't think I could do that. I can't believe how popular that was back in the day. Didn't like Tom Hanks make like a movie with that? I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of the movie with like Tom Hanks. Arthur said Mr. Rogers taught children how to deal with their emotions. Mr. Rogers. You know, maybe this isn't the guy I was thinking of. I might be thinking of a different one. The guy kind of reminds me of Bill Nye the Science Guy. Now that's my guy right there, Mr. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye. I used to watch Mr. Rogers all the time. Tank Daddy's correct. That is exactly who I was thinking of. Tank Daddy, you got it. You hit it. Pee Wee Herman. That was the guy. That's the one that I thought was a little bit weirder. There we go. That's it. That's the one. All right, all right. That is it. Now that one seemed weird to me. Mr. Rogers looks more normal, but that's definitely the one, Tank. I'm 33. Quit bragging. Jason's 53. Wow, guys. Throw your ages in the chat, guys. I'm curious to see how old you guys are. For the ladies out there, I'm curious on how young. I know they always have that joke. Instead of asking them how old they are, you say, how young are you? 38 on the 27th of this month. Let's go, Tank. Happy early birthday. Nice. Ant turned 39 on January 14th. Awesome. We got a lot of January birthdays in here. Let's go. That's awesome. Abundance said, not so many ladies in here. Yeah, I mean, you know, they come and go, you know? They come and go. Nice. Abundance 45, Sean's 42, Tank Daddy 37, Rick's 53. Awesome. That's cool. That's awesome, guys. I just turned 26 like 5 days ago, so shout out to the January birthdays. Haha, Tank. Don't scare him away, Tank. Come on. No, I'm just kidding. Jason's the elder here. Yeah. I have to respect my elders now, don't I? No, you're not. Who's... Someone was... Rick's older. He's 53. Oh, you guys are tied. All right, Palantir, how are we going? Okay, okay. Palantir in a bit of a technical setup here. Little pattern going on. Might be able to trade a breakup or breakdown on this. What generation is Forrest Gump from? Probably like the 90s kids. Whoever was born in like 1985. Like 1980 through 1985 is probably the ones who really like that. Yeah, happy birthday to everyone having it soon. Gen A. That movie Forrest Gump is so weird. It's such a weird one. I used to like the movie a lot, and then I actually... Like, I used to love the movie, and then I had it explained to me in a different way one time, and I was like, you know what? That is weird. That is weird now that I'm thinking about it. It's like, that's weird. Once you start thinking about everything that goes on in that movie. Like, Jenny's a psychopath. Takes advantage of this poor kid, Forrest. His whole life. Goes and runs off. Becomes a... I don't even want to say the word. And then... I don't know. What would you say that? A worker? A sex worker or something? I don't know. Goes and does that. Comes back to him with disease. It's like, holy shit. Poor Forrest. I'm like, oh my god. Like, whenever I saw the movie the first few times, I was like, you know, this is a great story. And then once I started I had it explained to me differently, and I was like, oh my god, this is a very sad story for this poor guy. I used to always be sad when Jenny died. Now I'm kind of excited. You know, it's like, what the... But, yeah, very weird. Crazy one. How about that movie Sling Blade? You guys like that one at all? I think that one's pretty funny. Sling Blade. That one's now that movie's actually pretty good, I would say. Really good. That movie deserves a reward, actually. I'll say this, the acting in Forrest Gump was really good too. But you know what I didn't watch this year that makes me sad is I didn't watch The Polar Express. Damn it. I might have to go watch that now. I started thinking about it when I started thinking of Tom Hanks, but Boeing's starting to uptrend again, almost getting back to 200. RSB said, Mr. Rogers is the GOAT, don't hate. All good, RSB. I had him confused with Pee-wee. Billy Bob Thornton. You gotta say. Hey, Jenny. I've done that quite a bit, Tank. I can actually talk with a pretty good southern twang to me. I could have a good one. I liked Tom Hanks until he was taking them island trips. Yeah. Don't worry, Tank. We're all good. Hey, good news. Tom Hanks said that he's gonna leave the United States if Donald Trump gets elected. Do you think he'll live up to his words? I doubt it. They all said that last time and none of them left. I was kind of like, damn, I hope you guys leave. And then they never left. I was like, you guys lied. You promised you would leave. It would be so much better if you guys just left. Come here, make your movies, and then go. You know, I'd be totally fine with that if they wanted to. That is wild that a lot of those actors went to Epstein's Island, or Epstein, whoever. Epstein's Island. I don't know. Pretty insane, isn't it? Pretty insane. Sean's like, so long. Yep. And I don't really care about their politics. You know, they can do whatever they want, but if you say you're gonna leave, leave. You know? I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm leaving just because Biden gets in. Or if anyone gets in, I'm not leaving. You know? I don't know. It reminds me of like a little kid or something, you know? I'm leaving. I didn't get my way, so I'm leaving. That's kind of... That's kind of hysterical, actually. But Boeing, good job. Spy coming back alive. I'm not too hip on the Epstein Island stuff, though, but that's... How about, the weird one? How about, what's his name? Stephen Hawking is at the island. Like, what? Stephen Hawking was on the island. Was this island truly, like, bad? Like, or was it not? Or... Kind of weird. That Puff Daddy stuff going on is crazy. I don't know anything about Puff. Don't go to the island, Abundance said. Yeah. I saw this video on the internet of these guys on the island. Here. Maybe see if I can find the video on X. You guys will get a kick out of this. There was a video of these kids. They were swimming, okay? They were on a boat, and they jumped out of the boat, and they swam over to a building on the island and was, like, running around it. And the building looked wild, guys. It looked like something you'd expect from, like, have you guys ever heard of, like, the back rooms? You know, it seems something like that. Like some backroom stuff going on. Very weird, but that stuff gets kind of crazy when you look into it. All the underground stuff at the base, or at the base, at the island, and all types of weird stuff. Pee-wee's on the island. You guys know way more about this than I do. I'm surprised you guys are into it so much. Big support around 427.50 on the QQQ, coming back alive. Let's try to get back into those stocks today. Don't want to make anybody mad or anything. Although I don't know how you... I don't know. Is it even political at that point? Because, like, you know, it's so proven now that it's like... It's kind of true now, so it's like, Yeah, that game, the backroom, is nuts. Like Tank Daddy said, the backrooms are crazy. They are. You guys start looking into them. You could go on YouTube for hours down the rabbit hole. A lot of it's fake, but even just like, you know, just getting the vibe from it seems really weird. All right, QQQ rejecting. Down off of this little intraday trend. Hopefully you can break out and above that soon and get some good momentum back up. SPY itself, very low on the day. No good movement at the moment. DraftKings, bouncing around like crazy. Watch 38.50 as support. The airlines are still up a lot. Big Cat is up 3%. You got to be kidding me. It's not every day you see that stock up that much. AMD doing pretty good. NVDA down around support again. Trying to bounce back. DraftKings bouncing off 38.50 intraday support. Not bad here on DraftKings. It's bounced off this level a few times over the past few days. This could be a good long opportunity for DraftKings intraday. Keep it on the radar. I like the setup. Like the movement. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, QQQ, what are you looking like? Starting to break that little trend. Come on. Get up there, QQQ. I like the intraday movement. Keep your eyes on AMD, Nvidia, Microsoft, Google. Watch out for the movement back. Look at Nvidia bouncing. If we see Apple and Microsoft, look at that. Apple's bouncing. Microsoft starting to move a little bit as well. MSFT. There we go. That could be perfect for QQQ on a small breakout. Holding support well. We'll eye this up for an intraday move. This could be a good opportunity today. If you guys haven't traded yet or anything, you're looking for a play, this might be a decent one. Yep, I actually just... That's funny you said that, Xbox. I literally just addressed it. That is funny. Thank you for letting me know, though. I did happen to see it this time. Sniper bot. Sniper bot. Come on, sniper. Get locked and loaded. Look at that QQQ moving up. That is a great move on the QQQ. Let's go. Good job, QQQ. Solid little break. Google's at an all-time high, someone just threw in the chat. Wow, that daily is nuts on Google. You're right, it is all-time highs as of today. That is a big runner. Wow, Google's pretty insane today. Abundance said is Tesla bouncing. Not really. It's just still starting to sell off. I think 185 is a big spot on Tesla, though. If we go to Bookmap, I guarantee that's a big spot. Yeah, I mean, 185 is huge. It might be bouncing. My gosh. How many book maps get posted? Jeez. Good bounces. Have to watch the support closely. It could actually be a good spot here to try to trade it up on. The thing I like about this is the risk-reward ratio. As long as you're quick, you could sell out really fast if the 185 support breaks. Just get out real quick. You could get some calls here, though. Maybe trade up to like 186.50, 187. Maybe have a good target up there. This is a good opportunity intraday. The risk-reward is awesome. Enter here, stop loss down there. Target up around here or higher. Could be a good, decent play. Especially with how low Tesla got with their earnings here. You know, you would think that they'd try to pop back at least a little bit intraday. Combined with the book map, that's a huge support. So we've been eyeing this level up all morning. 185 and 180 are huge. Kathy goes, she's one of my Lukey Loos. I'm like, what is that? It sounds hilarious, but got me laughing. 185. What is a Lukey Loo? What is a Lukey Loo? I am so curious. A person who comes or stops to look at something out of curiosity, especially when such attention is unwelcome. What? Oh, your attention's never unwelcome. You are never unwelcome, Kathy. That is funny. That's pretty funny. Lukey Loo. I've never heard of that. I feel like I have heard of it, actually, but I just didn't know what it was. Ford F. Spy key level, please. Ford. Let's see. Ford. On the daily, they've been on a pretty bad downtrend as of late. Big support here on the daily, around 10 to 11 bucks. It's had a ton of bounces here. I would say overall, though, Ford looks kind of negative to me. I don't like the daily setup. I feel like it could actually go down a little bit lower, but... economy's too damn strong. It really is. Spy key levels, Sonya. There's a lot of key levels here. I would say for bullishness, intraday, this level right around 487.80 is huge. If we could break above that, I think Spy could go up to the high of yesterday, which is around 488.80. So maybe up $1 after it breaks out there, but... yeah, no problem, Sonya. No problem. Really got to make that 487.80 break today and then get that nice bullishness as support. 486.80 is a big support. I don't know what it is with the 80s right now, but it's like 487.80, 486.80. It's like, what the hell? But either way, big bounces here. Got to watch this for a potential breakdown and move lower. It definitely happened pretty easily. especially given how high the SPY is right now. Still drinking my tea. Got the Lady Grey going. I can't do coffee. It gets me jittery or something. It actually makes me feel weird, which is strange. I don't even get feeling weird from energy drinks or nothing, but coffee really gets me. Something about it. It's like, I don't know. It's more than just the caffeine. Trust me. I've been taking these pre-workouts at night the past couple of nights. It's like 250 milligrams, so coffee comes not even close, but it's weird how it makes me feel like that. Jason said, did any of you ever get overwhelmed with all the stock market action or SM bot calls? Sometimes I just don't know what to do. Jason, usually in that scenario, it's better than to just take a break, man. It's not bad to just close the computer down, go get some lunch or something, come back, look at the market again and say, where are we at now, right? Sometimes it does get a little bit overwhelming, especially whenever there's such like a solid direction like SPY, how it's just been running and running and running nonstop. It starts to get crazy. There's a ton of call outs. Stocks keep pushing highs. They're not at, they seem like they're overextended and then they just keep going and going and going. The best thing is just to play breakouts like Apple right now, breaking the high of day. Might actually be a good opportunity here for a quick breakout type of trade, something like this. But I feel you. It can definitely get a little overwhelming sometimes. Just, you know, never feel the need that you need to trade too much. You know, don't feel that need. One trade a day is perfectly fine. I would say for most traders, if you can't win consistently doing one trade a day, why do multiple a day? You know? Put a lot of effort into finding one solid setup and see if you can get that to go well for a little while, or maybe one or two. You know, don't got to trade all day long. Maybe after those early morning runs, you go get some Big Macs or something. Speaking of that, the double Big Mac officially came out, and I was the first one in the chat to post it up. Look at this from yesterday, guys. The double Big Smack. 2 patties on each side. Extra Big Mac sauce. The first few bites were pretty good. I'll say this. I would rather just have a normal Big Mac, personally. I didn't think it was better than the normal one, but I just had too much meat once you got to the center of it. It was like, ugh. I'm a little bit of a break. I'm trigger shy and changing up my thinkorswim. Oh, I feel that. Jason said, I cannot do that. I quit my job in August. This is my job. Well, Jason, you could still totally do that, man. To have the mindset of saying that you can't do that is actually kind of bad. Jason, do you know how many professional traders are done trading after the first hour? Literally, they're done. Won't even look at the market for the whole rest of the day after the first hour, Jason. That is a lot of the big day traders out there. They don't sit here all day, Jason. Trust me, they don't. Consume wisely, my friend. Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. Says Arthur. Yeah, I don't know, Arthur. Everybody always gives America a hard time with the food and with Big Macs and all that. I honestly do not give a shit. I love the food, man. I love Big Macs. I actually think that they're fairly good for you whenever you think about it. I'm not saying they're great, but compared to your nutritional value numbers, they're not too bad. Now, I get it. If you're some... if you're kind of dumb and you eat like 2 or 3 of them, you're going to have some problems over time, you know? That's funny, though, Arthur. My dad actually had to quit eating meat a little while ago because he I guess had too much bad food throughout the years. Hopefully that's not me. Pearl says rah. Jason said I need to make 5,000 before February 3rd going to Costa Rica and to cover bills while I'm gone. Man, I feel you, Jason. Just, you know, forcing trades. You might not end up making 5,000. You might end up losing. So just be careful. Don't put that pressure on yourself too hard. Or else it could cause some, we'll say, not the best decisions. Trading psychology-wise, but you got it, Jason. I believe in you, man. Get it done. Get it done. What's up, Pearl? Apple to 200. Yeah, I mean, it started running. It had a good break of that high a day. I don't know about 200, though. That would be quite a move today. 200 would be kind of nuts. I would think it would stop around like 197 if it were to run. I don't think it'll do like 5 points. That would be nuts, but... yeah, Apple is looking pretty good. Spicy, Arthur said. Man, Arthur, you're making me want to get some salad today. Seriously. Like, damn, it's salad day for me. After this, I'm about to go down like a 700-calorie protein shake, so... hopefully I can get some weight gain going. All right, SPY. There you go. There you go. Still holding well here. Bouncing off the same level it bounced on earlier. That 487.50 support. Moving back up. Yep. SM Bot's huge because that momentum is heating up. There's a lot of stocks moving in great ways, and the SM Bot is showing you. Like Amazon, Apple, Google, Uber even. Uber. The SPY itself running. Oracle. Cisco. Uber is one hell of a move today. 3.2%. What a run on that stock. Is that all-time highs on Uber? There we go. All-time highs. There's so many stocks hitting these all-time highs lately. It's insane. DraftKings is coming back up, guys. Watch it off this intraday resistance. DraftKings seems like it could actually be a good intraday move back. So watch it for a breakout of like 38.90 to 39. If it breaks, I think it can make for a fun play. Like Apple's having that great move. You know, we saw it a minute ago as it broke this high of day here that I'm circling in blue. There was a good breakout opportunity there. It actually doesn't look too bad still. Maybe up to like 197, like I said, but it would have been preferred to enter right here. Those options would be doing better. Is it safe for Tesla calls now? I don't know. I don't think anything's safe with Tesla this week, but I'll say this. 185 is a huge support. Remember earlier I was talking about Tesla a lot? I was talking a ton about Tesla. It's very important to get that timing down, Jason. We were talking about it at 185. You should have entered down here whenever it was testing. I talked about it and actually even drew some lines and said, this should be where you have your stop loss. You should target somewhere up here. You know, I wouldn't be entering now, no. You should have been entering down there, though, whenever we were talking about it earlier. Whenever it was actually at support. See, that's the tough thing with trading, right? You got to be able to time things up correctly, especially with options. Timing is of the utmost importance. And you got to identify those big supports. We were watching Bookmap at 185. We noticed it was bouncing up and off. You know, there should have been an entry down there if you were going to play. and then that stop loss would be right under there. So your risk is like 0. Your risk would be like 2%, 3%, something like that, because you're right around support. What about Boeing here today, Joe said. Boeing. BA. Let's see. I've been in Tesla put since 210. Jason said, this is why I asked if you don't have the book map, would you not trade? Well, Jason, to be real, the book map helped solidify that as a big area, but on something like Tesla, like, you could see that it double bottomed in a way. Like, once you saw like this spot right here that I'm circling, you saw the stock come up with some good volatility. So you could probably just draw a line there and just know that it's a decent spot where buyers are coming in because it bounced there, right? Same thing earlier. There was a decent spot at 186. Multiple hits there, buyers would come in. So, you know that that's a decent intraday support. Kind of the same thing with here. So, like, you wouldn't need it, but it definitely helps. Definitely helps. I would say this, if you have a larger account and you're day trading, I would definitely get Bookmap. If you're trading with any type of, like, large money. When I say large money, maybe, like, I'd say if you're day trading with, like, 10 to 15 grand or more. Something like that. If you only have like a couple to a few grand to trade with, this might not be the best because it's going to eat into your profits quite a bit each month. Unless you're just going crazy making 800%, but I doubt, that happens often. Theta's killing Tank Daddy on the Tesla puts. Tesla killing Tank with the Theta. Well, they're doing good. I guess the Theta's just hurting them today, but great entry. That's a good entry there. You got in before the big drop with earnings, and it looks like it ended up dropping for you, so not bad. I love Tesla down on these earnings. The margins are rough. Hate to say it, but poor Tesla just could not get back out of the dumps. I really hope that the truck can help them with their revenue and their margins over the next however many years, 3 years or so. Hopefully quicker than later, but SPY fell to 380. What the? Jason said, why wouldn't 185.98 be the new support? Oh, it could, Jason. It definitely is an intraday support here. But that doesn't mean that it's going to keep going up off there. That's... Like, you could use that as support, but then again, it was a better support here earlier in the day. It could still end up bouncing here at support, but to me, it's just not as good of an entry. Like, if you could enter here, why not? Why not just enter down there and get a better risk reward rather than entering here? But I feel what you're saying, though. Feel what you're saying. And that is an area that I'm going to be watching as support. Like, let's say Tesla keeps bouncing up here. I'm going to definitely keep watching that area for hits. If it gets good confirmation off of there and this holds, and then, like, let's say this high here, right around 186.60 starts breaking, I think there could be some good movement back up. Another breakout type of run maybe, or an intraday support bounce run back up. I could see that. But that entry down there would have been a lot better for the risk reward. Up here, it's becoming more of a riskier trade, but I think it's still okay. It just is, you know, now you just have to deal with, in case it pulls back, then you'll be getting hit harder, and your risk reward will have to be extended, and it won't be near as good because you got to now watch this lower level, and you'll be pissed if it tests that low, stops you out, and then starts running. You'll be pissed at that. So that's kind of why that sucks, because now you got to give it more room, and it'll have like this 10 to 20% pullback as it tests that support. And then if it breaks support, you'll probably be getting out at like, what, 25, 30% loss? Whereas you could be getting out at like a 5% loss if you just entered there. So, I don't know. That's kind of my thoughts on it. It doesn't make me 100% correct. That's just how I'm kind of looking at this setup here today. And I'm not necessarily saying anybody's right or anybody's wrong. I'm just kind of explaining what I'm looking at. Yeah, no problem, Jason. No problem. The con game's strong for the gullible. Some will even go against their own interest. Be wise, be strong, and be intentionally good. It is hard work, and being evil is easy, Arthur said. Let there be light. April Fools. We gotta come up with some funny April Fool's joke, guys. Like, we gotta come up with something to, like, prank Mike or something. We should come up with something here. That would be hilarious. Don't leak it out to him, though. Don't leak it out. Arthur said, let's go cart. Oh, man. Instacart. Oh, my gosh. Those are some great candles. Almost up to 26 bucks, Arthur. Yeah, go cart, go. That's not bad. It looks cool. Great movement by you, Cart. That's pretty cool. Love to see that. $4.28 support on the QQQ. Still holding well after breaking that little trend from earlier. Might not be a bad trade on even the QQQ if you're going to try to long it here for a breakout. Just make sure you keep that stop under 428. I think it's very important to have a stop loss under there if you're going to try this one. The RR is not too bad. You know, you're looking at like 30 cents to the downside. You could maybe target like 90 to 120 cents up if it really starts to move. I got my high school letterhead and sent my parents a letter that said I was expelled from school for 1 year for April Fools. That actually sounds funny, Sean. Chris goes, tell Mike you won the Powerball and you're moving to an island. Oh, Chris, that would be funny. Honestly, if I won the Powerball, I wonder what would happen. To be real with you guys, I'd probably still want to work and do the streams and everything. Honestly, it would probably be fun still. That would actually be really cool. Chris, let's tell him that. That might not be a bad one. Oh, I got a really funny one, guys. Oh my gosh, guys. You could make like a crazy post and you could say like, I lost all of my money trading AMC or something, and I thought it would go up and it never went up, and I'm finally done with it, and you know, or something, like be like, I lost everything last night. Maybe we'll get lucky and April 1st will be like an earnings day and you'll be like, I went all into Tesla and lost or something. That would be funny. That's funny, Mason. Mason goes, for some people, that's not an April Fool's. It's really not. You're right. You're right. If I won the Powerball, I'd trade more. Yeah, for real, Sean. Could you imagine the big trades that would be going on? It's like you take $1 million earnings plays just for fun. Like, yeah, here we go. I bought $1 million worth of Tesla puts last night. Let's go. That would be funny. Hey, nice. Xbox added to his long position. Nice. Oh, Joe, that would suck. That's a good one too, Joe. Nice. Xbox added to the Tesla long. Okay. As long as you're averaging in, I think you're all good to go. I feel like Tesla might end up testing 100 at some point over the next year or so, but we'll have to see. This support at 180 is major. I'll say this. I'm not really going to look at 100 till 180 breaks, but if that breaks, I'm definitely having it on the radar. And if you think that's nuts, it's already almost fallen 100 points in like 2 weeks. So another 100 points or 80 points from here is honestly not bad. So not bad at all. It literally fell that much the past 2 weeks already. Hopefully their next earnings can get them back out of the dumps. You should say you did it because Mike said to. Oh, Rick. I'd want to see the look on his face. Oh, shit. The problem is that some people probably wouldn't realize I'm doing April Fools and they would think it's real is the problem with that, Rick. That's the problem there. We gotta come up with something, Mason. Gotta come up with something. But, alright guys, I gotta end the live stream here. Appreciate everybody for sticking with us today. You guys stuck with it for a while. Appreciate you. We had some good moves out of the SPY. It just couldn't break this intraday high. Was hoping we could get up, but starting to reject back down a little bit. Negative price action there. I gotta drive to the gas station real quick. Get my car cleaned off with all the bullshit salt. And no, not the Corvette, the other one. And then I'm racing right back home to be back here on the computer looking at the stock. So let's go, guys. Appreciate you. Tomorrow, let's have a like goal, okay? We're going to have a like goal tomorrow of 40 likes. 40 likes tomorrow on the live stream. Let's get it. Join up, like it right away. Like it as quick as you can. Let's see if we can get YouTube to push this thing a little bit. Get those 40 likes going, but really appreciate you guys. Talk to you tomorrow. You guys were awesome today. We had a lot of fun convos. Appreciate all you guys. We'll shave his head. Oh, shit, Mason. If you guys saw how much hair I had right now, you'd freak out if I shaved it. Have a good one, guys. Maybe I just will. How about 60 likes and I'll shave it? Actually, no. You know, to shave the head, we gotta go with more than that. We gotta go with 100 likes. 100 likes, and I will shave it. I literally will shave it and get a haircut. Not kidding. If we get 100 likes. Good luck with it, guys. See ya. See you tomorrow. You guys better not get 100. I'll be sad. See ya.